you parked your car here, you didn't pay anything. On your way home, please pay at least $10.
So what fundraising strategy would you give an imam wanting to raise funds after Jumu'ah, especially if they only have a few minutes, maybe perhaps 5 minutes? What advice would you give them to raise funds from a crowd in such a short period of time?
It's a very tense moment. People are to leave and you have 5 minutes, so you have to be very choosy in terms of how do you approach it, because 5 minutes goes so fast. There is no time for two speakers. There is time only for one person. No introduction. Have those 5 minutes productively used. How do you do that? Again, Khatib, who is giving the khutbah, has to do introductory work. He has to prepare the grounding for you. He has to talk about generosity, Masjid, importance of the project. And when you start fundraising, you just do a few of the lines that he has said. Sheikh said this, 1, 2, 3. And that is the reason why we have to come forward and we have to contribute. Introduce it with few beautiful statements such as Muhammad ﷺ was generous. People love to, and that's Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Muhammad ﷺ fundraised in his own way for projects.
Yes.
And there are many of evidences. Even if people don't raise their hands during that moment because it's very fast, you continue inspiring them, asking them. Whatever you give, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give it back to you. So inspire them and push it forward. And when you see that last minute is approaching, at that point of time, whatever you have got in terms of bigger amount, good. But don't let anybody go out. There are two important strategies here. One, tell them, you parked your car here, you didn't pay anything. On your way home, please pay at least $10 what you have in your pocket. You didn't pay for the parking here. And number two, take that pledge form and think through when you go home how much you would be able to go. So you have that 5 minutes, an opportunity to take anything what they had in their pockets for the masjid on their behalf. So you are, as I often call, a beggar who is asking them at that point of time, do not refuse my hand, because this hand is asking you for your own benefit to give as much as you can. So Imam, or who has that opportunity, or fundraiser who has that opportunity of 5 minutes, has to focus on what Khatib has already said. Bring some beautiful statements that would inspire people. Number 3, start with some amount of money that is sustainable, people can give, not like $5,000, but $1,000. Many people are able to give $1,000, like $500, and you can tell them, if you cannot give it in one installment, give it in 5 installments, 10 installments. So you make it small meals for them. People would be able to chew it. They will be able to swallow it. Big dose doesn't work. And certainly at the end, when you see that everybody is ready to go, tell them, please, on your way out, pull out all your cash, put in that box, and take a pledge form and carry it with you, think through.
So mashallah, I mean, it starts again before the fundraising, and the khatib himself, whether it's the same person or a different person, you refer back to that khatib prepares the crowd, softens their heart in the khutbah itself, and then the fundraiser, or if it's the same imam, to use this opportunity to raise funds in a short period of time. Tell people are leaving, but remind them, don't leave before donating.
Of course.
Mashallah. And also, I think the positioning of people,
of course,
the volunteers, at the exits, and
of course,
with debit, cash, and credit machines, that's also very important.
Of course, it is essential. When you do have, let's say, Friday fundraising, you do have to have many volunteers that would be at the corners, and whoever raises hands, your volunteer goes straight to that person, pledge form with a pen. Everything has to be much done ahead, because you cannot pull your volunteers just before Jumu'ah. It has to be an organized
Planned,
teamwork,
very
planned
and
teamwork.
organized, yes. Okay.
So, and on the way out, that is where volunteers are at every single door, be it brothers or sisters, and they are with boxes, they are with pledge forms, they are with machines. There has to be a machine, I believe, in every section. Sister section, 1-2 machines, brother section, 1-2 machines. It's not expensive to have these machines because revenue is much greater.
Yes, yes. Jazakallah khair. Very, very important point.